Hello, welcome back to Bald and Board Games. I'm Bald.
I'm bored.
And today we are doing a fun unboxing of
Skyrim.
Yes.
So
by the Elder Scrolls by Bethesda. And who
not by
did
the Elder
this?
Scrolls. Oh.
Yeah, well it's Elder Scrolls by Bethesda, as I meant to say. Modiphius.
Modiphius is the maker of the game. Yes. So yeah, the game's been out for a while. We have so many campaign games already, but Skyrim is my favorite video game probably ever.
Yep.
So decided finally I had a good deal to get the game. So we have just the base version and obviously got to get the miniatures expansion.
Of course.
But there's like 2 other expansions we don't have here yet. Once we get through the base game and our other 38 campaign games, we might get the next one.
You want to start with the big box?
Of course.
All right. It's your game. Do the honors. Take off the skirt.
Slice the finger open in the process? No.
The plastic. That would be unfortunate. Probably have to cancel you and get somebody new to join me if you manage to cut yourself with the little flimsy plastic.
All right.
ASMR?
No. Yeah, I heard that. So if you'd ever played Skyrim, we'll just give you the quick overview of everything here.
Got some baggies.
So Skyrim, it's an adventure game, obviously role-playing, open world, set in the realm of dragons. So you're a dragonborn, which means you can capture the soul of dragons. So you go around and do quests and everything, and try to fight dragons. So pretty fun game. So here we go.
It is. I remember playing it back in the day. I didn't end up beating it, but it was always just fun being able to explore. I think it was the first game where I really got to just go out and explore the world and wander into a dungeon that was way too difficult for me to try and complete and just get murdered and be like, okay, guess I'm not going that way at all.
Yes. So we got adventure rule book and our scenario book. So we're not going to look at those at all.
Some nice baggies here. All right, let's push this forward. Now we can dig in here and it's not blocking any of the light. So what do we got?
Good point. Let's move that box out the top out the way.
So we have...
Looks like our player boards.
These are so fun.
Yeah, so you have the whole top is where you attach everything you have. Obviously you have weapons. You'll have armor. You'll have a head helm, boots, magic, spells, anything else that may attach.
That's fun.
Status cards. We have a character card and quests.
If I remember correctly, I think this little section here, these are like for resources. I think this is experience. This is gold. And of course, you spend experience to add in new skills into these sections. Like
makes sense.
Yada, yada. And of course, these are your stats.
Yeah.
And I forget exactly how the stat track works, but it's nice and consolidated. Of course, your equipment goes around the outside.
2 dice all the way here, and then you get a 3rd die and a 4th die potentially.
Looks like it. Yeah, very, very cool. I like the structure. Like this looks like a small player board, but you're going to be aligning, I think, cards all around the outside.
Oh, they give fun little save boxes.
Or little tuck boxes for everything. Thank you, dear. Okay. Here you go. I'll let you open that bad boy up. That's going to be your... Oh, you're going to say that for last. All right.
I always say the board for last. I already know what the board looks like because I played the game, but...
Oh, this is Jen's favorite part is all the punches.
We'll let her do this later because I don't feel like doing this. Yeah. Not right now. After we do the whole video. While we're doing our next video. So one side here. So as Nick mentioned, the little Skyrim symbol is gold. On the back, it says they're each worth 5 gold. So I'm assuming it's 1 on the front, 5 on the back.
Must be.
We have 3 for the other one, which looks like a diamond resource.
We have some stone over here, or obsidian or something.
Nice.
This is wheat, I assume, or some sort of like
probably
flour. I don't know.
Then we have for this is green, so it matches our green track. It looks like we can get a bunch of upgrades. So for alchemy, pickpocketing, light armor, sneak, lockpick, and speech. So if you played games such as open world games, like let's say Diablo, for example, Skyrim set up a little different. So Diablo, you actually just like click on skills and you unlock it kind of in this random format as you're building your character. And for Diablo, it's very specific to like what your goal is in terms of are you an archer, are you melee, are you a druid, etc. Skyrim sets it up differently where it's like a tree. So like you get pickpocketing and like pickpocketing itself has like level 1 to 100, and then speech has level 1 to 100.
Yeah.
So that's what it looks like. These we can like increase each of those independently.
Do you want to zoom? Do we have a further zoomed in view?
We
so you can
do.
see this better? There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like here like speech it says here plus, and then on the back it has something else. So like one has minus some with gold. Sneak has a 1 and then a 2 on the back. So you can like double advance each one. I'm assuming like you get this one, then you advance again, you flip it over.
Top potentially, yeah. That's when I assume that these
extra movement when you get your horse, which is very consistent to the game.
These are probably what you have the miniatures for. These are probably originally the enemies that
you
put on the board.
So these little I was going to say triangles. These are diamonds, not triangles. These diamonds here, Daedras, trolls, a dragon, all of that. That will be all in the mini box. So those will just go right in the trash because we want the nice ones.
We'll make sure that obviously they're all accounted for, but they are into the trash. Cool. Some sort of flag element there, and then pull this in so we can get this stuff out.
All of our cards.
There's a couple in here. We'll just take all this.
Nice setup tray. Nick always loves that. I just throw everything in a
organization.
box.
Absolutely. Oh God, don't.
No, I'm just kidding.
So we got some minis here already as well. So you have your exclusive mini that came, which is the Storm Guard, what did it say?
Something like that. What does it say here? So exclusive mini, it was on the wrapping.
It's on the wrapping. Stormcloak Militia. Stormcloak Militia.
So we have one Stormcloak Militia. We'll just zoom into my side right here. There you go. So that one's all in red. Assuming all the friendlies are going to be in gray, and then some of the enemies will be in red.
Yeah. These look good.
You want to zoom into some of those on your side right there?
So, of course, you have your typical, like, the character that's known and is on the cover of everything. That is Skyrim. It's great. It's for fun. You have... Oh, they're the different species, too.
Yeah, that's what they are. So we each get to pick one of the species.
That's right. So that's the cat.
So there should be an orc in there.
This is the orc right here. It's cool.
Hopefully there's an elf in there, because that'd be my choice. I don't remember what the 6 are.
I don't know what that one is. A lion or something, I don't know. Cloak. That's magic for damn sure. Holding fire, shooting fire.
Oh, that's the mage then.
That's the mage.
That's just straight magic.
I mean, this is, I don't know.
See, I would
dagger.
Yeah, that would be probably your guy.
Well, no, my guy's typically.
Oh, true.
Like the warrior. Here.
Yeah, so this one would be like a pure mage where you literally in Skyrim just like you can like have fire, lightning, ice just like come out of the palm of your hand.
This is your elf. It's not an archer, but he has the pointed ear.
Yeah, this would be a dark elf.
Yeah, very cool.
Sure. And then we have a fun set of dice here. So unlike dice that say 1 through 6, we have the different symbols. That match some of the symbols on the game board here. And then obviously we have a red die, which most likely would be the enemy die. So it would cost you damage or life or whatever all these symbols will mean.
I love the tray.
Yeah. We have little, we're not going to take those out right now. But we have little orbs. We have all of our cards. And we'll save that for when we actually play the game.
Yep.
Cool. And then we have what more?
We have
another stack here.
Yep. So we have these in their own little box over here.
Strongholds. Nice.
Your screen's still there. So in this little box here, we have these cards. So what are these? These look like town cards of some sort. So maybe they're like events that happen in town, I imagine, or quests. They're definitely some sort of quests. Then we have some reference cards here in the big pack. Which is great. Yep. Same town thing. So maybe there's quest cards. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Very cool. Don't know why they're separated, but because they probably fit as much as they could. War quests.
Yeah, so it looks like we have all of our objectives and things, probably similar to like
those are the dividers.
Steven Citadel and all those. We have all the numbered cards.
Yep, and they comes with dividers. It looks like as well here.
We have a deck of follower cards.
Interesting.
Encounter cards, war quests, dungeon challenges, which will be fun. We'll have to go find all the dungeons and complete all that. Another deck like the one Nick had, and then whatever this symbol is, which matched some of the symbols on some of those sheets.
Cool.
And then we'll let Nick do the honors of putting us back together because I would fail miserably.
Easy.
I think this one's super easy. I was like, I can't fail at this one. It's just a box, a square box of stuff.
Got it. Done. Boom. Nope. Can't even put the plastic topping on right. There we go. Actually, just toss these in the bottom for now.
Oh, no, you missed.
Oh, because he was packaged stuff. Cool.
All right, and we'll slide those on top.
It's back.
We will put all these back in a moment, but first,
I'll put those tuck boxes together too.
we have our board. Oh, and she is a hefty boy.
Let me move this section away.
Yeah, it is. This is a very long board, so we're going to open it.
Ooh, lovely.
I don't even know if this is going to fit on screen.
That is fun.
And 50% chance we got it right and got it wrong.
I don't think we've had a... there's a couple boards that are this big, but...
Oh, if it's just...
Nice.
There we go.
We can,
The box. No, it's that box.
Let me push that over too.
It's in the corner.
Oh, we're talking about
Skyrim. There we go.
Gotcha.
Perfect. Now we're good. Yeah, there we go. So here we go. So here is Skyrim. We have some world quests. We have events, active and discards.
I like how big it is. You know, I was expecting obviously to be probably about this big.
No, I like this.
Yeah, but it's nice that it is big. Obviously on screen we'll have this pushed up to the top.
We have all of our stuff
we
down
have
here,
all
yeah.
of our things down here.
Yeah, so you have this. Literally looks like again the map you would play when you play the game.
That's right.
So obviously you always start winter run is usually the go-to starting point, and you work your way around.
It's very similar to. I mean, it's like a heavier version of RuneScape Kingdoms. It seems like.
But I think I'm gonna have way more fun with this than RuneScape Kingdoms.
I think so. I think we will too. I think the battling as well is gonna be nice. What I think is cool is this. So this over here.
Each city has different things.
Well, so they all have different
down.
things. Exactly. So as you do stuff in the cities that are bad, or maybe if you fail quests,
which
they slowly become more and more locked down. So you can't.
Well, that's the game. So like if you go to a stronghold, so let's say Solitude, and like you steal from someone using thieving and get caught, they will ban you from the city.
Yeah.
So I love that.
It's awesome. And then the stronghold degradation.
Yeah, so market
close, you have to pay 5 to access. Riding, add 1
of whatever
every
these
turn,
are.
And then unstable, just the market is inaccessible.
Huh. I like that.
This is so fun. Yeah, and I think so. We have world quests, which are quests that us together are trying to accomplish. Yeah. And I believe we each have our own quests.
We do.
Too.
Yeah, it goes right here on the right hand side.
And do. And then all at the same time, I assume we're trying to complete whatever the scenario is or something.
Yeah, we have whatever the campaign is. I'm assuming the events, probably similar to what we're playing next, which is Tainted Grail, impact the world. So it's like movements harder or easier, etc., and all that type of stuff.
Do we want to keep this out and just open the miniatures right on top?
Let's do that. I'll hand you this stuff. Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, then we have good old miniature upgrade set. So again, a lot of those characters we saw the punch outs for, we will now have miniatures for, which is super exciting because the one thing Nick and I definitely agree on in board games, we love miniatures. Way better than punch outs.
I don't know who wouldn't.
Valid. Accurate point. But
they don't like them, they're losers.
All we care about is ourselves.
Yeah, it's like we haven't played yet on stream, but we absolutely will dig into. We'll start from the beginning and start working through Marvel Zombies.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
it'll take us 26 times to beat the 3rd level.
It's not anymore, not this time. Oh my god! But we have the big Galactus over here to the side, and I forget what company did the organizer, so I apologize. But there's a very good 3D printed organizer that I have for it that consolidates every single box into 2 or 3 boxes.
Nice.
Yeah, incredible.
So yeah, here we got Call to Arms. So what happens here is, I believe, I remember correctly when I bought this, some of these miniatures work not just with this, but with expansions as well. So they give you the Call to Arms kind of guide, which gives you some just extra information, and what goes to what.
Nice. And there's like 3 expansions for this?
2 or 3, something like that, yeah.
Very cool.
So here, we'll zoom back in for you. We have a bunch of our enemy miniatures. So we have 2 friendlies. So it looks like we have 2 new characters. Ah, there's my guy. There he is.
Oh, that's what you're looking for, yeah.
That's what I was looking for. Dark Elf with the bow. It's always my go-to in Skyrim and Diablo. All open world games. I always pick a character who has some magic ability, but also is an archer. Usually a rogue type character.
Who do we have there?
And there's another one, just another warrior. Looks like with a battle axe.
Is it Native American? Because that would be my guy. Looking like Ragnar.
Oh, we also have a bunch more over here.
Viking over here. Nice. That's so cool.
So we have a bunch of the enemies. And on the back...
These are werewolves, aren't they?
I don't know. I'm about to
These
back the
big-
box. The
these
box
big
about to tell me.
jackals?
So. Oh, these are trolls.
Oh, these are trolls. Okay. We got
Yeah, so we have 6 trolls here along the
Trolls.
bottom. Right above it, you'll have Daedras, who just cast fire at you.
a bunch of these guys.
These would be Boethiah's chosen warriors, I believe. Oh no, Battle Axe. The one with Battle Axe, these are vampires. The one with the swords are Boethiah's chosen.
Oh, these guys are chunky.
So we have vampires who also have a Battle Axe. That's not going to be fun.
Nice.
And then we should have some Thalmor Justices, which will be over there.
We got this homeboy.
And then the best character is also over there, which we'll see in a moment too. Oh yeah, so that is that the same? Oh no, that one's different. Oh, that's the Ulfric Militia Man.
Nice. So you're 2 militia.
Yeah, so we have a Stormcloak and an Ulfric.
Cool.
All right.
I'm sorry, that up.
Yeah, where did So then we have the other half. So we have a bunch of player cards, which go through the friendly players and probably some of the enemies, give all their stat sheets. I guess they can have 2 weapons and a body armor too for when we play with them.
Interesting. Are these like companions or something?
Possibly. Oh, that is the thing in Skyrim where you can have like on certain quests.
Yeah.
Someone is asked you to do the quest, so they'll travel with you to do the quest.
I wonder
So
if
that makes sense.
So I wonder if the companions are part of one of the expansions because none of these cards were in
Yeah, so I'm assuming they are.
the base game.
We also.
Oh no! So your guy is probably just a companion.
No, I think that might actually be one of the expansion add-on. These, I think, are all the companions right here in front of
I
me.
guess we have to get the expansions.
Oh, we will. So now we have more dice.
Oh man, yeah. What?
So these will definitely be for the expansion. I remember this. I think this is for the call to arms specifically. So you have 3 different colors that look like different symbol sets on them here. So we have swords, whatever these little like hit markers almost. Yeah, that, and then the helm.
Mm-hmm.
We have minus dice, so that looks like a negative hit.
These, the only time I'll roll what would appear to be high, but isn't actually high, is going to be on these green dice, and I'll roll all -3s whenever I roll.
Yeah, you will.
Unless I'm supposed to roll all -3s, then I'll roll all -1s.
And then we have, and not just a D20, but a specialized D20.
Oh, interesting.
That have a bunch of numbers on them, but also have a bunch of symbols. So you can get like plus magic, just a plus sign, maybe anything. Exclamation point magic. X magic. So loss of magic, and then maybe add of magic. There's other exclamation points and other X's. So maybe X is like instant failure on whatever type of skill check you're doing.
Very cool. That's fun.
We then have
there's just a
adversary card deck, which obviously is going to be for an expansion as well.
Also, like you have a rival coming after you.
Yes.
That's That's a good that reminds me and makes you question. Like, so they made an Assassin's Creed game, right? Which is a stealth game where you're going like through the city trying to stealth through to steal things and whatever. And it's cool and all. But I like the adversary mechanic from some of the later Assassin's Creed games, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I would love to see them make a board game that's based around Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where you're playing through the story, to where you have your overworld map that you're traveling through, and you have this adversary coming after you.
That'd be cool.
While you're trying to do like the mission.
Yeah.
So you go to the spot where the mission's at, and then you kind of zoom into like the town area and do whatever your stealth thing is.
Yeah.
And then you have your outer world area where you could potentially run into that adversary or other threats along the way to your next place. I don't know. Seems fun.
So then we have some more enemies. So here we have the Thalmor Justicarians. So they're trying to keep the peace, but also they're an enemy, so that's interesting. And then what's the last one here? We have Dunamer Cultists, which that makes sense.
Yep.
That there's a cultist in the game.
Gotta be.
And we have, these are probably, I'm assuming, all the companions.
Hmm.
So if you want to show those, I'll zoom into your board there.
So we got some more over here.
Yeah.
Go. We got these. So we got this guy who is casting some sort of magic. Oh no, he's holding a staff. That's quite the staff. Nice. Cool.
He might be one of the wizards.
And here, this homeboy is holding up some sort of rock. I have no idea. That's kind of interesting. Look at this guy who's got a wicked shield and sword. That is dope. And he's an archer.
Looks like the Breath of the Wild shield almost.
This is I think this guy's like, this is right up your alley. He's an archer and he's wielding shields. It's like right between us there. This one's got a cool shield and sword. Dope.
Another shield sword with a helm.
Another like standard guy. This is almost the exact same as the other mini.
Yeah. This dude's got a hell of a sword.
Oh my god, that is a great sword if I've ever seen one. Yikes! Don't get poked with that.
I play as the I forgot the species name. It's the
cat.
But yeah, it's actually not called that, obviously.
I know.
And then you have the lizard one.
Oh, very cool. So fun.
So those are probably companions. We'll find out. Maybe they're just expansion characters for other expansions.
Yeah.
And then the very final one, which is the reason this game exists, is dragons. So we have 4.
Yes, if dragons did not exist, this would not exist.
Exactly. So we have 4 dragons. The assumption would be that those are some of the enemies at the end. Again, the point of this game is, at least if it's consistent to the storyline of the video game, that let's go back to the map actually. There we go. As you're playing through, that you're trying to collect the souls of the dragon to strengthen yourself. So I'm assuming, other than generic XP earnage, doing different quests and other things, and whatever happens at all of these locations as you're traveling, that the end game would be you have to collect so many dragon souls.
Yeah, I have no idea, honestly. All right, so now for the real test. Can Steve put the minis
I can put this one back.
Supposed to go.
I know where that one went.
This guy go here. Oh, too big. Oh, that's
I thought I knew this one. Where's the other? Where's the cat? Oh, I already screwed that up. That's why. That one goes there. That one goes there.
Boom! Nailed it. Tall boy.
Yep.
That's clearly there, right? Nice. There we go. Go. Huzzah! Success. All right.
And then this one's easy. Just double stack it right back in.
Oh, you forgot to put those in there.
Nah, that's fine.
Well,
yeah, I know.
So flat also, your dice.
And 0 for 2.
This one's easy. You just put everything back the wrong way.
And just slam the box shut. If it doesn't close, just keep slamming it.
That dice. One of the dice.
No, it's fine. There was room on top.
Okay. Boom, boom.
So, if you're excited for Skyrim, so am I. Potentially, we might do this as our June campaign. We don't know how long this is going to last as a campaign game. The way it says online is, I believe it says there's 300 hours or 200 hours worth of campaign. Each, let's say, quest set is supposed to take between an hour and a half to 3 hours. It's over here. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But this is, and that's cool. We'll flip that around real quick, too.
That's the map inside.
There's a whole cool map inside.
Smart. Very smart. Cool.
Oh, yes.
Skyrim, the adventure game. Soon to come here on Bald and Board Games. Thank you for joining us for this unboxing of it. We're very excited. We've been watching it for a while. I almost backed it back in the day when it was on Game Founder, Kickstarter, I forget which. But I decided not to because I had other campaign games that were already on the way together, like Isofarian Guard, I think at the time was the big one for me. And I remember actually telling Steve about this, and Steve goes, "Man, I'd just rather play the video game. Like, I don't care about the board game." I was like, "I don't know, dude, it looks kind of awesome." And then, months later, it is on his radar for sure. And then Amazon actually had a great deal. Yeah. And I was like, "Steve, the time is now. Like, it is heavily discounted. Let's go." And finally jumped on, and I think you're happy you did, even though
I was always going to be happy I got the game. Our campaign games are fun, but I'm like, I have the video game, and I love the video game. Like, we already have so many campaign games. I'll just wait until it gets way cheaper.
Yeah.
And then Amazon had a deal. I'm like, all right, I guess now's the time.
Yeah. So we're excited. So stay tuned. Join us for the playthrough of that when we get going. Don't know when that's going to be. Like Steve said, the best way to stay in touch and figure out when that's going to be is by tuning into our YouTube and or Twitch channels, as well as following our Instagram for when we post up the games that we're going to be playing during certain weeks. We actually do a post at the beginning of most months where we do state what we're going to be playing during that month. So This was Bald and Board Games unboxing Skyrim, the adventure game by Modiphius. Modiphius?
Modiphius.
Modiphius. I'm bored.
I'm bald.